Hi there, it's Maria, and today I want to show you a series of twists that you can do to help relax the muscles, to lengthen the muscles, to stretch out the spine in all directions so you get a little bit more of flexibility in the spine and maybe a little more detoxing in your mind and your body. So let's get started. Begin in a seated pose with your hands at your thighs. Send the shoulders back and down and sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands to your rib cage and really feel the rib cage. Spread the fingers. Draw the shoulders back and begin to notice your breath. Notice if as you inhale you're filling the ribs, noticing them expand in all directions. And as you exhale, feel the ribs come closer towards the midline of the body. So feel that breath. Inhale, expand the ribs, breathing deep into the belly. Exhale as you push that breath up from the belly, feeling the ribs come closer. Inhale, expand and let the ribs push up into your hands. And as you exhale, let go of that breath, breathing deep and slow from the belly. Take your hands back to your thighs, continuing that slow, deep breath. With an inhale, send the arms up towards the ceiling. Extend and begin to turn to the right side, bringing the right hand behind you to the floor. Send that left arm up and stretch out towards the right hand. So you're just stretching out through the left side of the body as you come into a back bend. Bring it back up. Inhale, the arm reaches up. Exhale, twist to the left hand behind you, reaching up with that right arm. Inhale. Exhale as you begin to bend towards the left side, extending all the way up the side ribs, feeling the stretch in the intercostal muscles. Inhale, come back up, arms reach. Exhale, take the hands to the floor in front of you. Lengthen the spine as you inhale. Exhale to walk your hands forward, bringing your elbows to the ground or lifting the elbows off the mat if it's not possible for you to bring them down. Add a little sway side to side, moving your head, your neck, your torso, just letting the body soften into your forward fold. Maybe move the head side to side or create figure eights with your head. Lengthen the spine and begin to walk yourself back up. Keep the palms on the ground. Lengthen once again and lift the hips, sliding the legs back as you come into your table. If that's not possible, then just swing the legs around. From table, let's begin into our cat-cows, lifting the tailbone, lifting the head and shoulders. Bend your elbows round through the spine and hug the belly in as you come into your cat. Inhale, bend the elbows, begin to arch the back into your cow. Exhale, send it back into a cat. Keep the movements going, following your own breathing, moving at your own speed. So it's a nice way to just move the spine in different ways, stretching it out, arching and rounding. It's also nice to bend the elbows to get the arms to move a little more and warm up through the arms. Come back to your center pose. Walk the knees out wide and sit back on the heels, big toes together. Come into your child's pose, letting your body relax in that forward fold. Let your head grow heavy. Let your shoulders soften. As you inhale, feel your lungs expand in all directions, pressing the belly into the thighs. And as you exhale, push that breath up from the belly, exhaling completely. Begin to make your way back up to your table. Tuck the toes under, bringing the knees and feet to about hip distance. Send the hips all the way back, lengthening the arms. And draw the shoulders back. Create as much space as you need to, maybe sliding the hands forward or bringing your knees back a little bit more. Begin to come into your downward facing dog with an exhale. Bend your knees and draw the shoulders back away from your ears. Pedal out the feet, bending one knee and then the other, letting the backs of the legs stretch out one at a time. Find your way back into your down dog, bend the knees and then inhale and turn the knees and the feet towards the right side of your mat, creating a twist in your down dog. Make your way back to center, send the knees over to the left side as you bend them, turning the toes to face the left, creating a twist to the other side. Make your way back to center. Lengthen, bend your knees, bend your elbows and look forward. And begin to walk yourself towards your hands. Fold over your legs, bringing your feet to about hip distance. Really ground down in through the feet. Inhale, come halfway up. Hands can rest on shins. Exhale, bow, bend the knees, and soften over your legs. Lengthen, come halfway up as you inhale. Exhale, this time step it back, downward facing dog. So take a nice big step towards the back of your mat. Feet and knees at hip distance. Bend knees, inhale, reach up with your right leg as you exhale. Inhale, begin to spin that right hip open, take a three-legged dog, bending the right knee. Keep stretching and reaching out through the right toes, maybe circling that ankle around if you like. Make sure your standing leg is facing forward. As you exhale, bring the knee in towards the chest. Step right foot to right thumb and bring the left knee to the ground. Right hand comes to the right thigh, left hand stays on the ground. Begin to turn to the right, letting that right knee drop out as you come to the outer edge of the right foot and extend with your right arm, reaching it all the way up into the fingertips. Let your hips relax and soften. Exhale, take your right hand to the mat. Tuck the back toes, inhale. With an exhale, lift the back knee, come into a low lunge. And stretch out through the legs as you rock forward and back. As you send the hips back, straighten the legs, and as you come forward, bend your knees. So just keep that rocking action going, stretching out through the legs a few more times. Bring your right knee over your right ankle and step back, downward facing dog. Bend your knees and soften, bend your elbows. And from there, begin to lift the left leg. Inhale and begin to send that left hip over the right hip as you take a three-legged dog. Spreading through the toes, maybe circling that ankle around. Try not to shrink through either side of the body, so you're trying to find length. As you exhale, bend everything. Bring the left knee in towards the chest, stepping the left foot to the left thumb, right knee to the ground. Right hand stays on the ground, left hand comes to the left leg as you start to twist to the left. Begin to send the left knee out to the left side, coming to the outer edge of the left foot and reaching up with your left arm. Inhale to get as much length as you can. Exhale to settle into your pose a little deeper. Take another inhale, and with an exhale, the left hand comes back down to the floor. Tuck the right toes under, inhale, find length. Exhale, lift the back knee and step back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out in your down dog. Take a short step forward, narrowing your down dog, maybe about a foot length. Right hand comes to the outside of your left leg, either above or below the knee. Dropping your right shoulder as you twist to the left and look underneath your left arm. Try to keep your hips even, so notice if your weight is shifting over to that left side and try to bring more weight into the right leg. Come back to center. Take your left hand to the outside of your right leg, once again, either above or below the knee, and try to find that twist, keeping both hips nice and even and your weight evenly distributed on both legs. Find your way back to center. Bend your knees and bring them down to the mat. Bring the feet together, knees together, and sit back on your heels, twisting to the right side. Right hand comes behind you, left hand to the leg. You can gaze over your shoulder. Come back to center, twist it to the left. Lengthen the spine as you inhale. With an exhale, deepen that twist, looking over your shoulder. Make your way back to center. Take your hands to the floor behind you. Inhale, lift the hips up nice and high. Exhale, send the hips back to the heels. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale and lower. Inhale, lift the hips, arching the back, shooting the pelvis forward. Exhale, send the back. Walk your hands forward, swing the legs around, and come to sit. Extend the legs out in front of you. Bend the right knee, bringing the right foot to the floor directly in front of your right hip. Keep the left leg extended and cross the right foot over to the left. Reach the arms out to the sides. Exhale to twist to the right. Right hand behind you, left arm wraps around the outside of your right leg. Lengthen the spine a lot. Take your left elbow to the outside of the right leg. You can keep the elbow extended, reaching the fingertips towards the floor. Try drawing the shoulders back a little bit more. Take another nice slow breath. Send up to the left for a counter stretch, a counter twist, placing the hands on the floor. Keep the spine nice and long. Inhale. And exhale, maybe a little deeper. Holding the pose just a bit longer. And then come back to your center. Extend your right leg, bend the left foot to the floor, and then send that foot over to your right side. Arms reach out as you inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Left hand behind you, wrap the right arm around the left leg. Deepen the twist and send the right elbow to the outside of the left leg, extending the arm just like you did on the other side. I seem to have neglected it on this side myself, but try to do it on both sides so that your body's a little more even. Come back to center and send it to your right for a counter twist. Keep drawing the shoulders back, lengthening all the way up from the sacrum to the crown. Come back to center and extend the legs forward. Bend your knees, reach the arms up nice and high, and as you exhale, fold over the legs, reaching for the outer edges of your feet as you fold over your knees. Let the neck soften and relax into the pose. Take a few slow breaths, letting yourself just soften. With an inhale, begin to walk yourself back up. Bring the feet to the ground about hip distance. Sit up tall on your sits bones. Extend the arms forward and exhale. Begin to slowly roll yourself back without lifting the feet off the ground. As you roll all the way back, draw the shoulder blades down the back and walk the feet out wide, about as wide as your mat. Let the knees drop to the right side as you turn to look to the left, coming into a reclined twist. And it's a nice gentle twist to help release the body. Let yourself sink deep into the earth, relaxing through the legs, through the shoulders, sending both shoulders down to the floor. Inhale the knees back up. Exhale, drop them to the left side. Once again, softening through the entire body, letting your shoulders relax, letting your head relax. Bring your knees back to center, walk your feet into about hip distance, hug your left leg in, extend the right leg, circle the left knee in one direction, releasing through the hip joint, and then circle in the opposite direction. Keep your right hand on the left knee and send the leg over to your right side as you extend the left arm out to the side, coming into a deeper twist. Begin to make your way back to center, hugging your left leg in a little bit more, squeezing it in, and then switching sides, hugging the right leg in, extending your left leg, and circling the right knee around a few times, and then circling the other way. Left hand to right knee, bring the leg across to your left side, extending the right arm, and letting the shoulders soften towards the earth. Turn your head to look to the right, relaxing for a few breaths. Begin to bring your knee back up to center. Give it a nice squeeze, hugging it in. Bring both knees in towards your chest. And begin to circle your knees in one direction or to rock side to side, whichever one feels good. If you want to circle, just circle in one direction and then switch it up and circle in the opposite direction, letting your back rest against the floor. So you did a lot of work with the spine today, and it's a nice way to just stretch out and let go. Thank you for watching.